Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Turn the Page. As the world turns, or maybe it's not turning as well in the Carolinas. We're talking about North Carolina today, South Carolina, and other areas that were hit by Hellene, which I'm saying is Katrina's wicked sister. They're not telling you about how bad it actually is. So I was supposed to do a show with Mike Penny, and he didn't. It was with Mike Penny and James from Springfield, Ohio. He didn't show because he was trying to evacuate his son. Sent me some pictures that were just overwhelming with the flooding. Bridges were being taken out, and now this is the kind of contact I want to bring to you. I've gathered enough of them, and I hope you see this and say prayers for everybody that may need help out there. Why isn't mainstream media talking about this more? Who gives a shit about the movie stars that were evil? We have to get our moral compass aligned again and understand it's about humanity. And let's just take a look here. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to Turning Pages here, and just wanted to share something before I jump into these stories here. So first of all, thank you for coming back. If this is the first time you're seeing me, welcome. Please share, like, and subscribe. And if you also want to help support TTP, please go to turnthepage.social, turnthepage.social, and I actually have a QR code out there if you want to give $1, $5, whatever it might be to help me out to keep this channel up and running, as I've been doing this starting my 5th year here. All right. A little bit of fun before we get into this. So some of you that have been following my channel have been winning some prizes through my trivia. Just to bring a little likeness, give back to you. So what this is a wheel. It's the wheel of people, I'm just going to call it. And these have been all the winners. And all these people who have won something will be put into this wheel to win. And I'm going to announce what the prize is. It's actually a $250 book from Turn the Page. I've been giving away a lot of books. I've been giving away nutritional products. I've got more coming. As most of you know, I've been giving away some, Hula Hoop, who's one of the followers, owns a healing center. And if you happen to be in the Atlanta area, and you might meet this people out in Atlanta, we basically have been giving you certificates for a toxic foot bath, which is unbelievably remarkable. So let me tell you a little bit about that. So Dr. Ken Casey, I believe is how you pronounce their last name. It's Advanced Recovery Therapy Hyperbaric Center. It's in Marietta, Georgia. You can look it up there. It's, if you want to look it up, it's Advanced Recovery Therapy. Phone number is 770-321-0696. And ask them about some of their healing. And I'm going to have her on, I think, at the end of October. So we're going to give one more gift away at the end of October, but this, I did promise this wheel will be given away, and I'm going to do it. The book will be given away on October 3rd. I believe I have Anne LaFleur coming on. And she wrote this book. She's going to tell us a little bit about it, a $250 value book, and it's about your trusts. And there's so many legal documents in there. And she tells you how to, and she gives you templates, forms, everything, how to do it correctly to protect yourself and your material things. And there we go. All right. So, sorry about this. Oh, I've got another video playing. That's the water rushing from the next one. So let's get back to that. Just to let you know, I added one other name here, and it was Pamela. She won Ascent Nutrition Products. And let's get on to the story. All right, so this is what's actually that you guys heard playing. So let's see here. I wanted to show something else before I went into that one. And bear with me here. All right, so if a lot of you are out there without any power, you may not even be seeing this, but if the next storm is coming, this is what you do. This is what I believe. I think he says the firefighters out there, when they're out there fighting these fires, this is what how to charge your mobile phone when there is no power. All right, let's start this baby all over again.
U.S. Forest Service firefighters charge their cell phones in the wilderness where there is no power. This trick will work on Apple or Android. You'll need a ballpoint pen, a 9-volt battery, a 12-volt adapter, and a power cord. Pull the top cap off the pen, and inside you're going to retrieve the small metal spring. Rip off a small piece of tape and have that ready. Take your 12-volt adapter and power cord adapter. You're going to touch this point onto the positive or the small side of a 9-volt battery. It's vital that the pen spring makes contact with the negative of the outside pin of the 12-volt adapter. Tape in place. Now plug in your cell phone, and you will be charging. And that's how the U.S. Forest Service charges cell phones when there is no power.
Okay, there you guys go. I'm going to try to include the link if there is one, but play this over multiple times. It looks a little complicated at first, at least it did to me, maybe not you. 3 or 4 items is all that you need there. Spring from a pen, a battery, a 9-volt battery, and some tape. Have the tape pre-cut so that you can put it all together promptly. And there you go. So it's important to know that you could still charge your cell phone. Now, that's all that I've been hearing out there is a lot of people are saying there's no service, there's no service. You guys just make sure that you share this video and save it. All right. So let's see here. Was able to talk to my husband in Asheville for the first time over 24 hours. This is coming from Affectionate is what it's called, the name, the handle. He sent me this video of the River Arts District near our home. So I'm devastated. I'm so worried about the friends and colleagues who are missing. I'm so heartbroken for my city of all of West North Carolina. I'm going to start this over because it's a short video. Look at the devastation here. Come on.
Remember this. Remember now. Yeah, we all read through the pins. Memories only goes back so far, and I've been curious.
All right, so that's that one. There's more of this stuff that's I'm going to be bringing to you guys. So Gen X is getting really bold out there, you guys. I'm not going to talk about this, but maybe do this in another story. But I had to show that to you. Gen X is woken. They are awake. It says don't mess around with anyone over 42. All right, so yeah. All right, so let's see here. We have Sarah Perez says, my heart in Western North Carolina. So apparently this is all coming from Western North Carolina. Home to Asheville, App State, Blue Ridge, Parkway, Appalachian Mountains, which we knew that was going to hit the Appalachian Mountains from earlier weather reports. Highway is gone. Small town is gone. People stranded. Now they're telling you to donate to Red Cross. You use your own discernment on that. Look up Red Cross. I'm not going to say anything else. All right, so the first one is this one.
My car's gone.
Okay, it's okay.
Everything's gone. It's all gone.
Okay.
Road nowhere. All right, guys, just to give you an understanding of the devastation we're dealing with here. Tin rock gone, fine bricks gone, and fucking road's gone.
Okay, sorry about this. So this one here, you might have to adjust your sound because I know I was. This comes from Boone, North Carolina. And it says, thank you for those who reached out. My son and I, along with our animals, are safe. This is 9/27/2024, Boone, North Carolina. Okay, so this one here is Boonesville, North Carolina. Between Asheville and Boone, our roads are out, and it's gonna be this way for a while. This looks like a third world country. All right, so let's see what the next one. So, pardon my dog's playfulness. I'm doing this very early, and she just woke up and is wanting to play. All right, so the content warning here is horrific, and it's all too common reality of Nashville, North Carolina yesterday. Families making it to the rooftops only to be swept away, with structures collapsing, unsurvivable currents, sending out last photos before the building failed. I don't think we've seen this worst area with all the cell phone coverages non-existent. So I thought there was a video here, but apparently there's snapshots. Yeah, they're just snapshots. So this is the actual. This is what they're basically saying. I'm going to read this to you. 1 second. Okay, I hope I bring in them justice. This is from Jessica Dry Turner. I believe that's how you say your name, Drye. It says, are there any rescue teams that can get us into the city today, Saturday, please? We arrived at noon. I pleaded and pleaded that a team can get us in here, get us into my sister. Anyone, any team out there, I plead someone see this. And it has this mean and power to help, please. Updated, my parents and my nephew drowned because the roof collapsed. My sister got wedged between something. She was rescued an hour later. I cannot convey the words of sorrow, heartbreak, and devastation my sister and I are going through, nor imagine the pain before us. Please lift my sister who's lost her son up into the prayers of my other sister and myself as we come together to somehow comfort her and get us through the moment banded together. She is alone without means to communicate, and we don't know when we'll get to her. The image I focus on every time I imagine that moment is how joyfully they are praising Jesus at our feet, dancing in the renewed bodies of our remembering how they passed. I pleaded to Jesus to hold my sister's hand tightly. God is faithful, just, weeps and mourns when we do, and we comfort us in our times of need. He rescued my parents and my nephew on the way and took them home. Now he will comfort, heal, and rescue that are broken, wailing, and utterly lost in other ways. I have never felt this kind of loss, devastation, enacting at my spirit. I cry out to my Lord, and I keep crying out to my Lord. Take the heavenly burden. Please comfort us, constantly remind us of our faithfulness. I'm asking anyone that prays to God above for prayers, not just for my families, but for all those affected by this hurricane. My family is currently on the road of their home in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm running out of space here. I don't know if I can get this. It looks like it got cut off, but let's see here. It says nothing but clothes on their backs and one working phone. My parents in their 70s, my sisters and her 6-year-old nephew they lost everything. That's all that I could see. It looks like this actually did get cut off. To you is the dam near Greenville, Tennessee. So now we're in Tennessee. All right. It's nearing the critical failure, meaning at the dam failure and occurred at any moment. The heavy rain from Hellene caused widespread flash flood emergencies, some of which are still active this morning. Trying to blow it up for you guys. All right, this is repeating over and over here. Let's see what else I have. This is just the U.S. Embassy that's under siege. That'll come to you guys in another story. Let's see. Oh, this is pisses me off. This is from April 12, 23. Water is not a human right. WEF orders government to begin rationing water into homes. They have already done that. If any of you have ever went and bought a new faucet, they put these caps on there that only allows you a certain amount of water to come out. You can remove those caps. Just want to let you know that. You just pop them off, and you get a more flow of water. This is what this asshole is doing. And in the meantime, we're talking about water in a different way. All right, so we have aerial footage captured extensive flooding in Asheville. Well, back to Asheville, North Carolina, and Hellene submerged buildings. I think I already showed that one to you, but let's just take a look again. This is a Wendy's restaurant. This is September 27th. I purposely waited a couple of days to bring you this because I wanted to gather more pictures as they're coming out. So let's see what else I have here to share with you. There's more political stuff. I'm not really concerned about that. All right, it says, my son is a lineman and traveled from Ohio to North Carolina to help with the restoring of the power. He sent this video to show tree blocks blocking all the roads. He said that the roads are crumbling, towns are gone. It's very dangerous. Can I get an amen for my son and his brave lineman? One other thing I wanted to tell you is that this is Sunday, 9/29. And I usually do a show Saturday Night Live with Buckshot. Buck was not able because Buck lives, and I think he is in Greenville, North Carolina, but he'll correct me if I'm wrong. And he contacted me and says, Janine, the trees were toppled. He says, I can't do a show. I'm like, hey, man, you take care of your family. You do what's best. And let's take a look at this one here. Wes, we'll definitely give the lineman an amen, won't we? All right, so let's go back and see what other ones I have to share with you here. All right, so this is before and after the Gulfview Road in Perry, Florida. Storm surge swept homes away. All right, so let me start this from the beginning. It looks like it's only 23 seconds, an aerial view. I like the way they did this. There's the homes. And then they go back and show you after the storm, they were taking off their foundation. Unbelievable. Prayers for everybody. All right, what else we have here? These are electric vehicles, you guys. This is what happens when you get salt water in an electric vehicle and they catch fire. If you evacuated and left an electric vehicle or a golf cart in the garage or under a building, you're not able to get it to move. We just want to let you know. Florida is made up of nothing but electric cars and also golf carts. I'm an owner of one, and this is good to know. They will catch fire. So the first thing I would do if I knew that I was going to be in one of these situations is get my golf cart out of my garage because it'll get submerged by water. Let's just take a closer look at this one more time. All right, the golf cart did not catch fire, and I'm wondering if it's gas, which they do have gas. I have an electric one. I've got an older one, which we just had to have fixed. It wouldn't hold, it wouldn't hold power. All right, so what else we have for you? Let's see. Let's take at least 64 people have been killed after Hurricane Hellene absolutely demolished the southeast. Devastating in North Carolina, completely blindsided local officials with some calling it a biblical devastation. North Carolina is seeing the worst of it. And in some areas, let's see what else they say before I show you the video. Oh, wow. Where'd it go? Okay. Unfortunately, the rain is not done. A flood warning is still effective for Asheville until Sunday afternoon, according to the National Weather Service, which is today. Historical Bitmore Village in Asheville is completely underwater. This is this, I believe it's the Swannanoa River, crested of 26 feet, 6 feet above record. Okay, apparently they're just playing over and over here. Let me these are my bookmarks. Let's get out of that post. All right, let's see here. Don't forget how to charge your mobile phone when there's no power. Let's see. I think I can grab this link here. I can copy this link, and I'm going to save it off to put it in here for you guys to grab later. All right, let me just check my notes 1 second, you guys. I'm doing this as I go. Sticky notes. Okay. Jeez. Sorry about that. This is good for me to even how to power your cell phone. It's good for me to have for later. All right. So I won't go back and watch these videos. All right. So the next one is, I just did that story. Yep. Looks like it jumped back up. 1 second. All right. That's all that I'm seeing is a lot of distractions out here. First, I wasn't sure because let me just kind of talk to you guys a little bit here. So I am down by the Panhandle. All right. I'm about an hour from it, and I wasn't sure. It looked like it was going to hit Destin. It looked like it was going to hit Panama Beach, going up that way. So that means that was an extra hour, about 3 hours away. It kept heading east. And I said east, yes. It headed east, and I was grateful, very, very grateful for that. That it didn't come by me. Not that I'm being selfish. I'd rather pray that this thing didn't happen at all. But I forgot where I was going with this story. So it basically, was wobbly. It was a wobbly storm for what I could see down here. But the thing is I didn't think it was as bad. And until I started collecting all these videos out here and hearing from Mike Penny, hearing from Buckshot, because these are all the people that live along the East Coast, right? And I kept saying, "Hey, Buck, how's your parents?" Because I know they're in the Tampa area, and he said they just got a lot of rain, and maybe not. I haven't touched base with him, but hopefully he'll come back and update us on this. So, and then the next day it was sunny, cool, low humidity from that storm. It was very comfortable, which these summers here are miserable, by the way, down here. But then I thought, okay, and then I turn on X and I start seeing this, and it just blew my mind. Let's take a look here. This is just a picture. There are people from where I'm at. Baldwin County, they're heading over there, all these linemen, to help them get up and running. I bet there's so many volunteers. This is like another Katrina, and I'm calling it Katrina's sister, Hellene. And that's exactly how it is now. There's going to be some conspiracy stuff coming out from this. And if I run across it in this particular video, I'll bring it to you. Otherwise, I'll be bringing it to you in another video. All right, what else do we have out here? Just so you get an idea of perspective, Asheville, North Carolina is not accessible. What is it they say? It is accessible only by air. No electricity, no gas, no food, no running water, no banks, no schools. What about hospitals? The list is endless. How do you start over? It's mind-blowing. And the small town around Asheville is not in any better shape. So let me just show you this map here, what he's referring to. Doesn't it blow up? It's better off this way. All right, so it looks like it's Highway 40 and 26. You come into Asheville. I'm not familiar with this area, but you cannot. It says is only accessible by air. Okay, so in other words, all the roads are gone. You can't get there. Evil right here. Okay, this is going to be my thumbnail. All right, let's see here. Oh, take a look at all these pontoon boats.
Bunch of boats.
There are all kinds of boats here. Now, let me kind of tell you what happens down here, especially for you guys that may be up from further north. But when these boats get taken out of the ocean or wherever they were, at stored, people leave them. They just leave them. They just figured, okay, they're like this one here. It looks like it might be busted up a little bit, and then the taxpayers have to pay for someone. They just did a story on this on the Gulf Shores. And let me see if I can bring that to you.
A boat abandoned in Orange Beach last month is still there.
Not something you want to see when there's a storm brewing in the Gulf, which could push that boat and others around like toys.
WKRG News 5's Taylor Boyson tells you why this one that came to rest on a rock jetty hasn't been moved.
The question everyone's been wondering in Orange Beach lately, what happened to this boat here at Alabama Point? But the bigger question right now is what will happen to this boat if it's not moved before the storm? Abandoned for about a month now, this boat is still leaving everyone wanting to know more.
When we came out this morning, we were the only ones on the beach, and the boat was sitting there. We were wondering what happened. Was it abandoned? Is anybody going to pick it up?
At first, the boat was stuck on the jetty rocks. Now it's on the beach, sinking into the sand.
We were wondering if it was going to come unmoored from that area and go back out to sea. Wouldn't that be fun?
Or if it was going to sink in the bay and, be a haunted something.
Marine police tell us the owner contracted someone to get it off the jetty, but they're still working to get it off of the sand. Marine police believe the boat is stable for now. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency says they're continuing to investigate this boat and will keep us updated with the latest. In Orange Beach,
Okay, so I think this is a wrap on this one. There's going to be so many more other videos. If I find more that I think that you want, please put it in the comments. You want to see more. And I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot more coming out. Everybody owns an iPhone. If they can get power to it, they're going to bring you stories. And I think this next couple of days, today, I'm going to see a lot more information out there. But let me just tell you that when the city gets involved to destroy these boats, they let them sit for the longest time until people get pissed off if they're sitting on a beach. You can see these are all right here, are sitting in front of these homes. People aren't going to want that to put up with that. So anyways, they cost about $30,000 to destroy each one of them, having the city come out. Why does it cost that much? They take a crane and they put it in a dumpster. $30,000. First of all, this is highway robbery. This is just ridiculous, but look at all of these boats. All right, you guys, thank you for watching Turn the Page. And, I'm going to be bringing you more of these stories. I've got another type of a story coming out. It's going to be more around the evildoers out there, obviously. Don't be distracted by the Diddy stories, because it's a waste of time as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, you can find out a little bit more about these actors, but if you wrap it up in a nutshell, they were all sold their souls. And what they did, does it really matter? We know that it was evil, and we could just leave it at that. And so if you would please just take a moment to pray for all these people in the Carolinas, all the devastation in Florida, all along the East Coast. And that's what I will be doing on a daily basis. And I hope you do that also. Thank you for watching Turn the Page. And now we turn the page.